All right. Being shredded is worth $0. And I make this video just like clear the illusion because a lot of people put like being in shape or having success in fitness in the same boat with having success in business. And there's two separately completely different shoes. And I'm just going to clarify in the video. I had a completely false belief as I first got started, and this also got me burned. Yeah, I'm just not going to clarify this. So what you need to understand that fitness is a basic hygiene and not a trophy. So what I mean by that is it's nothing special to be in shape. It's basically just like the normal state you should be in. Just like society is so completely cooked nowadays that it just like became something outlying if you have like really good physique physically, but it really isn't. So if you break it down to the fundamentals, it's like basic hygiene. So what does that mean? It just like means, okay, what do you do every day? You do every day you brush your teeth and every day you also like take a shower. At least I assume, because everything else would be weird. But for some reason, people assume that it's something special to be like fit and have a good physique. So just like go to the gym every day. So, but it's not. So if you would now walk in a room and you wouldn't have brushed your teeth and you wouldn't have showered, then people would think something is wrong with you. But if you're completely overweight and you're not in shape, whatever, you walk into the room, then yeah, that's just like how things are, but it isn't. So what you first of all has to understand, being in shape is just like a part of basic hygiene. So like brushing your teeth and like showering. And if now somebody would walk up to you and you wouldn't have brushed your teeth, you would stink and you would say, okay, what's wrong with this person? But everyone does it. So that's basically, you wouldn't be proud of having brushed your teeth today. So you wouldn't go outside and say, okay, I'm a winner. Today I brushed my teeth and today I showered. But for some reason, people do this with fitness. So they just like lift some weights, they're in shape, and they go out and like, I'm in shape, I'm a winner. But man, you just like did the basic bare bone minimum. That's basically what you've done. Just like there's like society is so cooked at this point that we just like it's become something special, which it shouldn't be. It's like now suddenly all the people would stop brushing their teeth, and then you would brush your teeth, and then you would be a special snowflake. But that's how society works. But just like being in shape doesn't make you a special snowflake. You're just like doing the bare bone minimum. Because if you break it down, it's also what I realized over the years. I'm like now working out for like 9 years. Gym is basically just like a brainless input-output region. So what do I mean by that? If you just show up and do the thing, you're going to get results and you're going to be in shape. So if you just like go and say, okay, you go to the gym 6 days a week, don't even have to go 7. If you go to the gym 6 days a week, you just like go through the motions. You lift your weights, you eat your stuff, and you get your sleep. Do this for some years and you're going to be in shape. That's it. Done. And just like keep doing it and then you keep in shape. Just like people can't even do that. This is the basic fundamentals. But there's no magic to it. People come up with all these crazy formulas, but there's no magic to it. You just like have to, without thinking, go through the motions. Everybody knows what they need to do, but nobody does it. But if you just go through the motions, you're going to get the result. And that's why it's so linear, and that's why it's the basics. Because it doesn't require any skill and doesn't require any deeper thinking or any strategy. It's just like you do the fundamentals and then you get the result. And that's why there's also like nothing special to it. Because just like if you prove that you can do that, you basically just like have proven that you can stick to an action. So basically it's like you have now proven that you can brush your teeth every day. You have now proven that you can walk into the gym every day. You have now proven that you can shower every day. That's basically all what it means. There's like nothing advanced to it. But people make this advanced thing out of it. And what a lot of business gurus do is that tell you, you have shown discipline. So you are basically, you have built a great physique and now you can just like take the same discipline and like build a business. That's what I was told back then. But I started my business like, okay, yes, I'm in shape. I'm like one of the most jacked guys in the gym. Now I'm basically going to crush in business, but it's wrong. It's now like, I would now tell you, man, you brush your teeth every day for the last 6 years. You are a winner. You are the man. So therefore you're going to crush in business. It's like, that's not the case. Because if you look at business, it's like something completely different. That you actually have to think, there's probabilities involved, you have to strategize, and you have to actually provide value to people, and you have to actually evolve the strategy around the way. Because there's not like that you just like show up and then if you just like follow the actions and they put in the work, then you get results. It's not the case. It's like, I can tell this from experience. You can work like for 3-4 months in the wrong direction, just like grind 14 hours a day and get nowhere because it's not input-output equation. You basically have to put the right inputs in there, and you also can't cut any corners. It's like not everything is aligned, then you're not going to build anything meaningful and not make any money. And I can tell you this from like building multiple business online now, making multiple 7 figures. So that's the case. So what is the actual message here? The actual message here is if you just like obsess about your physique, and I see a lot of early founders do that, and also I have done that at the beginning. You're like saying, okay, I'm just going to keep building my physique. I'm going to get the most crazy physique ever. But most people still already got a good physique. And that's like a really dangerous trap because then it just like becomes a coping mechanism. So let me explain. Coping just like means you just like try to hyper optimize that one area of your life that you're already pretty good at. So let's say you are like, I have an 8 out of 10 fitness and everything the rest of your life is cooked. Fitness is really easy to dial in and it's like, okay, I'm going to optimize even more. I'm going to track my macros and I'm going to do the crazy training plan. You focus and obsess about that while your entire rest of your life is dumpster fire. And for sure you do that because it's easy and it's pleasurable, just like focus more on fitness and everything else is hard. So dealing like with the actual challenges. So like getting your career dialed, getting relationships dialed, getting your actual life on track, dealing with entire mental battles you have. If you would do that, this would actually be hard. So you just like cope with like focusing on the fitness and you just like flex. I'm the biggest guy in the gym, but you're still broke and miserable. And that's what I've done in the beginning. It's what most people do. And then they flex on Instagram and think they're king of the world. But as I said, being shredded is worth $0 because you provide zero value with that to the world. So the only net benefit you have to it is that you're like healthy and you basically can get as much of life as possible. But that's the bare bones. It's like you need to eat every day because otherwise you are going to have a tough time. You need to drink every day because otherwise you need to have a tough time. You need to walk out every day because if you stop working out, you're going to feel more shitty. And this feeling shitty just like became normal for most people. And all the thing, okay, it's normal to not work out. It's not normal. If you're not working out, then you're feeling shitty. And that's why you have to work out and not feel shitty. It's like same with nutrition and everything else. Okay, so this brings us to stop looks maxing and just like get your life together. So if you hit the gym every day, just like let's say you hit it like 4 or 5 times a week. I at this point in time, and like I do this for years already, I just like hit the gym every day. You don't have to go hard every day. Just like it's really good for your mind. Just like get balanced and reset every day. But you don't have to do that. You can just like go 4 or 5 times a week. At least move every day. So go outside for a walk, but you should have movement. You should move every day. And once you have that done, just like stop thinking about it. You also, if you just like brushing your teeth, you stop thinking about it. You just like, you learned how you brush your teeth as a child. You now know how to do it. You keep doing it, but you don't think about it 24/7. Same with like your fitness. Dial it once, keep doing it, challenge solved. And then basically just like focus on all the other areas of life. That's where the actual real unlocks lie. Focus on learning your stuff, focus on learning your skills, go something, get rejected in the real world, go into a new career, start a business. That's where the actual gains come from. That's where you will unlock this actual perspective, like I'm basically now talking about in this video, because then you will think, okay, the farther you grow, the easier this like small things like getting your fitness in check are going to seem to you. And that's why I can speak about it that way, because I know just like battling way bigger demons and monsters in my business every day. And just like, that's why getting a fitness style seems so small. So, which brings us to the point, like business is the actual mirror. When business doesn't mean you need to build your own business, by all means, it makes most sense if you're a beginner, just like join a startup, build a great career there, get in there, but just like join the team because just like don't have the crazy headaches and you also don't lose your own money, you can learn on that time. But that's where you actually have to confront all your weaknesses because the marketplace is brutal and they don't care that much about your physique. They're basically just like you're going to have to address all your weaknesses one by one, dealing with people, relationships, and getting everything dialed. And that's where the real unlocks for your life, for your mental game, and for your future self is going to come from, not from deadlifting another 50 kilogram or like getting a new PR in like squatting or whatever. It's like, yeah, you can do this for fun, but it's not going to be an unlock, and in the marketplace it's worth $0. So stop obsessing about it, and it's actually like zero relationship to actual success in business. Because also, if you look out there, if it would have a direct relationship to being successful in life in general, having money, having status and great relationships, then all people who would be jacked would be rich and everyone else not. But it's not the case. Actually, just like see the opposite. There's a lot of people who like not that fit, they just look more like skinny, or like some people are like really also like overweight, who like make a lot of money. Because you can just like, if you mastered all the other skills, you can just like cut corners. It's like if you now have like the best programmer in the world, you could just like stop brushing your teeth and you will still make the same money. If you are like the best web developer in Europe, then you can basically just like not shower anymore and it would work. And it's like, that's basically how you need to treat fitness or basically being in shape, because that's what it is. It's like, it's part of your daily hygiene. It's a really important thing. It's like, it's a basic thing. It's like every parent should teach their kids, but it's not something that's going to get you anywhere. And it's also, if you just remove it, you're going to feel more sluggish every day. It's going to be harder, but it's like, it's still not going to go crazy. So to wrap up this video, what is the general message? Get it in order once. Like you basically just like you brush your teeth, like you do your showering, you do daily hygiene, but don't expect anything for it. Don't expect any kudos for it. Don't expect any trophy for it. Don't flex around it. Just like accept it as like, this is like brushing my teeth. And then just like go on with your life, fight bigger monsters, fight bigger dragons, and then you can go from there. And I really had to make this video because I had such a fucked up perspective from the beginning, and now obviously now the game actually works, and this ties all in with society actually works. So yeah, I hope this gives you some clarity, and then yeah, let's roll from there with the next one.